Let's start with the roar. Welcome to the Lion Squad's wild adventures. The early rage, just the boss venting, leaving her awkward. Now led by Lee, the squad's a riot. His business is serious, meets daily. Despite her gang leader status, she harbors a secret, memories of being adopted by the giant deer. Had the giant deer not adopted her, she'd have been a hot pot side dish. Louis became her adopter, but her son turned out a gangster instead of inheriting wealth. Today she must cut ties with her dad. Louis feels helpless as she's joining gangs and doesn't want to harm his wealth. Forced to hold a gun at dad for his signature. Mom's unbothered, enjoying the show. Even if she spent $7 million adopting her, honestly, she didn't love her much. Now, seeing Louis' concern, she casually says, "Come back when you're able to land a plane on your own." After his attempt to sever ties fails, Louis has no choice but to go to the bar alone. Upon entering the bar, the former savior arrives. To express gratitude, she treats Louis to veggie juice. After a century, she savors greens with delight. Oh my gosh! Looking at Louis, she remembers her own struggles adapting here and notices how out of place Louis looks. She advises Louis to escape while there's still a chance, but it's too late for Louis. The ship has sailed for going back to school. Back at the black market, they heard of a rare item. Louis and his men arrived, finding an alligator selling itself due to debt. The alligator initially tries to get the goat to pick something less impacting, but the goat is dead set on buying the most valuable parts of her talk about a twisted food chain. As the leader of the lions, she's long seen through everything. After the deal, she ascends the rooftop, overlooking the black market. With her, the lion squad reigns supreme. However, Louis feels no joy, but discontent. Before leading the lion squad, she was Herbivore's shining hope. That was her original goal. But at the upcoming council meeting, Louis is a no-show, sparking the anger of all herbivores. Carnivores grin widely. Louis' boss, knowing the truth, deliberately misleads everyone. She pretends Louis doesn't want to be the beast star for the sake of freedom and encourages everyone to pick someone else. Too bad for them, no one else. Just then, the mouse nearby offers a good idea, a murder at Tiger Academy, killer still uncaught. Whoever finds the killer gets to be the next beast star. Meanwhile, in the academy, Legoshi is casually washing clothes when suddenly a brain snake with 6 eyes drops from the ceiling. The snake, feeling awkward about its lack of limbs, lunges at Legoshi to see if he freaks out. The snake expects Legoshi to panic, but he stands unfazed, petting it instead, much to the snake's delight. So the snake lets him go, but instead, Legoshi chases after it, seemingly led to a mysterious location. Come to a halt. See, it's the scene of Tim's murder. 6 months have passed, yet the killer remains elusive. The brain snake, as the security guard, has been watching Legoshi closely and, satisfied, asks him to help investigate. After all, Tim was her friend, and she laments his death. Legoshi agrees, but the brain snake warns him the leads are shaky, leaving the detective work to him. Days later, Legoshi visits Tim's friends, but is kicked out for being a carnivore. Then, she seeks out the night-running kangaroos. But the kangaroos seem clueless outside of their jogging, and just as she turns to leave, Legoshi spots lingerie in their bag. It turns out she's a thief. No killer found, but a thief caught. Days of investigation stalled the killer's alert, and Legoshi feels a chill. Before she even has a chance to react, she is violently kicked to the ground, with Legoshi's eyes being blindfolded. That kick makes her lose her sense of smell. Though she can't scent the attacker, deep down she knows this is Tim's murderer and realizes she's being threatened. But Legoshi won't quit. He bites her neck, seeking any clue despite no scent. The killer doesn't seem keen on finishing her off, leaving her with some air, then runs away. Legoshi decides to call her friend for help. Hearing her voice turn odd, her friend rushes to her side, finding her battered and bruised, and anxiously asks what happened. But Legoshi doesn't respond. Instead, he's leaving for a few days. She knows staying will only bring more trouble. After saying goodbye to her friend, she heads to the black market alone, seeking out Brother Panda. She knows he's her only ally. When she sees Panda, she yells, eager to be adopted as her apprentice. Panda's a big shot in the black market, busy as a bee. She hardly gets patched up before being shown the door. Legoshi insists on staying. Vowing not to hinder, Panda, seeing her resolve, agrees. After achieving success, she was extremely excited. However, before she could even revel in her joy, she was suddenly encircled by some members of a certain language group, forcing her to face severe tests. Panda, this is Black Market's rule. Want training under me? Show your grit. This wolf sits next to meat every day to resist the urge to munch, thinking it'll help manage cravings. But even if her body complies, she's drooling like Niagara Falls. The smell of meat taunts her taste buds, yet she must hold firm to protect herbivores. Just as she's about to crack, Panda's voice from outside reinvigorates her resolve. Panda has set up this intense regimen for her, but this brutal training isn't strengthening her, it's wearing her down instead. Being a carnivore, meat is vital for her health. Even though eating meat is illegal here, everyone thinks she'll throw in the towel. But after a week, when Panda opens the door, he finds Legoshi gently stroking the piece of meat, looking like a nurturing mother. Not only is she calm around the meat, she has even built tombstones for it, researching their names. This is the first time Panda has encountered an animal that can master their meat cravings. It is like a journey of soul redemption, filling her heart up with light. If you found this amusing, don't forget to like and subscribe. More funny content is on the way.